Hello everyone, Joy here, and this is the first of a new series of videos that I will be doing in accordance with my New Year, New Change kind of format. Today I'm going to be responding to a video, fairly short video, really simple and easy to debunk kind of video, just because I need to start somewhere. So here it is. You probably won't be able to see it very well, but I hope you can at least hear it. This video is called 3 Facts Those Promoting Transgenderism Ignore. It's posted by the Daily Signal, published on the 12th of July 2017. I will leave a link in the description to the video should you need to hear it better. So, first of all, I'm going to just say that I am skeptical of what these so-called facts could be, since the term transgenderism is not universally accepted in academic or human rights circles, and that it's essentially not a real word. Now, I will post a link in the description saying why. I don't really have time to go into it right now, but I'm not saying that language doesn't change to, meet its evolving needs. I'm just saying that it's presently, the word transgenderism is incorrect, and the use here is incorrect, not only in the title but throughout the video. So let's just get into it.
One of the dire consequences of the cultural norming of transgenderism is the treatment of children who express confusion about their biological sex.
I think she means to say gender identity here, and she conflates the two in a very annoying way throughout the video.
At younger and younger ages, they are being encouraged to take part in what are called transition-affirming treatments that may be emotionally and physically damaging, and in some cases, irreversible.
Exactly what treatments are given to children that are irreversible? I don't know what she could be talking about here, and I've done the research on what treatments are given to children and minors, and we'll get into that in a bit.
Evidence suggests that advocates of such treatments are more committed to a politically correct agenda than to science, or what is ultimately good for children.
Again, what do you mean by science? Because if you're talking psychology and sociology, those are social sciences. Those are still science.
Because when it comes to children, here are 3 key facts those promoting the transgender agenda ignore.
Just to the whole, assuming that there's an agenda here.
Number 1. Despite what you often hear, scientific evidence shows people are not born trapped in the body of the wrong sex.
What scientific evidence exactly? Now, one of the things that I kind of felt was easy to pick apart about this video is that they offer 0 citations for their so-called evidence. So, scientific studies might show that. Where are they? Where are these studies? Point the way, lady. Let me confirm what you have to say.
If transgenderism were biological, then studies of identical twins should prove that. But instead, they show just the opposite. In a 2013 study of transgender twins, the largest of its kind, only 28% of the time did both identical twins, who contain 100% of the same DNA and are exposed to the same prenatal hormones, identify as transgender.
Okay, so many studies or one study? Which is it? Even if you are citing one study, even though it is, as she says, the largest of its kind, still not enough evidence, okay? Now, what was the sample size? Again, doesn't say. Now, she doesn't even say which study it is. Now, I did find evidence on a study that was done in 2013. I don't know if it's the same one or not. Now, they're about to claim that this has, means that being trans has nothing to do with biology. But that's not the case. All you can say from looking at those statistics is that all you can ascertain for certain is that it may not just be about purely just genetics and prenatal environment, prenatal hormones. That doesn't exclude all biology. Okay? So if 28% of children of twins identify as trans, and the rest don't both identify as trans, only one does, that's still a significant amount when compared to non-identical siblings and non-identical twins. Only they're not going to say that either, because that statistic would be too inconvenient for their narrative. Now, I will always, endeavour to do the research. I found a link that explains that much better than I can here at the moment. So that will be in the description as well.
That means that over 70% of the time, what contributed to one of the twins deciding they were the opposite sex and what they were born had nothing to do with biology.
Wrong. Again, not nothing to do with biology, just not everything to do with genetics and prenatal hormones and prenatal environment. But again, biology isn't just those three things.
Number 2. After passing through puberty, the majority of young children who originally expressed distress and confusion about their biological sex,
Gender identity.
We're talking 75 to 95% of such children. But with the widespread push to embrace and affirm transgenderism, perhaps it shouldn't be surprising that more children are questioning their gender.
And that's a bad thing. Why? What are you going to do? Suppress questioning? Like, let's be real here. Let's treat children like people because they are people. They are not mindless morons. They know more than this woman is giving them credit for, and this article is giving them credit for. Now, questioning is what leads us to know ourselves, to get to the truth of our own identities. So yes, let's encourage questioning. Why not? Also, these figures, 75 to 95%, again, where are the sources? These numbers are very difficult to confirm. Now, I did find 3 studies. One done by Dr. Richard Green in the 1980s, which showed that 1 in 44 children assigned male at birth persisted with gender dysphoria symptoms into and post-puberty. One by Madeline Walline, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, in 2008 said that 70% of children assigned male at birth and 36% of children assigned female at birth no longer experienced dysphoria symptoms after 10 years. And a study in 2013 by Steensma et al., 47 out of 127 children continue to identify as trans post-puberty and into puberty. So I'm willingly going to grant you that this sometimes does happen, and a statistically significant amount of the time it does happen where children, for lack of a better term, grow out of their dysphoria symptoms. However, the numbers are really difficult to confirm here. Don't suppress questioning.
In the United Kingdom, for example, a government-affiliated health service dealing in gender identity issues for those under the age of 18 experienced a 2,000% increase in patient referrals since 2009. For children under the age of 6, referrals have increased by over 400%. Number 3.
Again, these are good things. Just because trans people and trans issues are more widespread in all kinds of media, social media, just in general in the world, I think this is leading to parents who are concerned about the safety and well-being of their children to take them to gender identity clinics, to have this counselling, to have the therapies and find out what's really going on, and have their child be as healthy and happy as possible. What is wrong with that? I saw child psychologists and counsellors, and they were deeply ill-equipped to deal with me and my symptoms and my situation. So, yes, let's get children to the best places for the best treatments for them, with the best kinds of counsellors. Let's encourage that to happen. Let's encourage the counsellors to be the best that they can be. And why not? Why not push for more awareness of trans people? Not push for transgenderism, which sounds like trying to convert people, which is just not possible. And what's the alternative? Okay, trans youth have higher suicide rates, higher homelessness rates, higher depression rates, as well as other mental health issues. Okay, that's the alternative for not taking them to professional, proper qualified counsellors who know what they're talking about.
Medical treatments often used to treat children with gender dysphoria have not been proven safe. Serious
Gonna need a
questions remain,
citation on that one.
including whether such treatments may cause obesity and testicular cancer in males, and decrease bone and muscle growth and infertility in both sexes. No rigorous scientific studies exist to show the long-term physical or psychological effects of puberty blockers and cross-sex hormone treatments on normally developing children. None.
Okay, but no one is going to treat children with cross-sex hormones. Now, I did a little research on what kinds of treatments are available for children. So, now this is just in accordance with the NHS, so I don't know how it works in other countries, but I'm assuming that it's roughly going to be the same in Western developed countries, lots of European countries, Canada, etc., etc. So the treatments are family therapy, individual psychotherapy, parental support and counselling, group work for young people and parents, regular reviews to monitor their gender identity development, and HRT. Now I'll come back to that in a moment. But all of those other ones are used to discover if the patient is really trans or gender non-conforming or in some other way on the spectrum of transgender identity. Now, they are seen by multiple healthcare professionals. Most treatments, in fact all of the treatments I've just listed bar the one, are psychological rather than medical, because of that fact that some children do eventually stop experiencing dysphoria symptoms. No one is ignoring that fact, okay? So that part of the title was wrong. No one is ignoring that. In fact, everybody who is providing treatments is extra careful and extra aware of the fact that that does happen, okay? So, the treatments like education, allowing people to express themselves, to affirm their preferred names and pronouns, protecting them from bullying and harassment, providing support, these are not irreversible, okay? You can change your name and then change it back. You can change a pronoun and change it back. You can put on a dress and then put on something else. These are not irreversible changes. So I don't know what she's saying about that. Now, the HRT, this is the only thing that is provided for minors is